It seems the world has been in outrage since an American TV presenter and hunter came to South Africa, shot a lion, and posted it on her Twitter. Joining me in studio, we have Laura Shortridge, and on Google Hangout, Ivo Vector to discuss this very hot topic. Laura, do you think the anger and the outrage that is pouring from the internet is justified?
No, not against Michelle, I don't. The anger is quite crazy, where people are saying that she should be hunted down and shot, and it's almost like people think she is the only person in the world that's hunting lions, and that if you just got rid of her, you wouldn't have any dead lions, which is just not true.
And Ivo, do you think the anger is justified?
I think it's understandable, but no, I don't think it's justified. What bothered me about it was how vicious it was. It often descended into really vile misogyny. And I've seen that before. Ironically, there was an Olympic shooter called Corey Cogdell last year, but an equally vicious response. And she was also a woman. And you don't see that with anyone other than maybe Dick Cheney or George Bush. Nobody inspires that kind of hatred. And frankly, I think that does a lot of harm.
And Ivo, this isn't the first time someone has hunted a lion in South Africa. Why do you think all of a sudden people are angry about this?
Well, she did brag about it, didn't she? So that's probably a big factor in it. She put the photos up on Facebook, and she was obviously very proud of what she'd done. So that provokes a lot of people. I think that sexism probably has a lot to do with it. It's easier to yell at a woman than it is to yell at a big brawny man with a gun. Perhaps that's a factor. But you're right. Hundreds of people, hunt animals all the time in South Africa. Some of them are lions, some of them are elephants, some of them are rhino. It happens. It's a fairly well-established industry. It brings in a lot of money, and in fact, it contributes a lot to conservation. So yeah, she's certainly not the first, and she won't be the last.
There's a few things you mentioned there that I want to touch on. The first one, Laura, do you think people are being sexist?
I think they are. One of the reasons I believe this is because a lot of the attacks on her are very gender specific. She's called a whore, she's called all sorts of things. And it's got nothing to do with what she's done, and just usually attacks that sort of attack her as a woman. So I think that misogyny is definitely peeking through with a lot of people who are going off at her.